If you're a brand new real estate agent, you've probably already been told the same discouraging thing over and over. You have no experience, you have no sphere of influence, you have no track record. So just be patient, work with some buyers, post on social media, and maybe in a year or two, things will start to happen. I want to tell you right now, that advice is going to keep you stuck, and it's completely backwards. I've spent my career taking people with zero experience and turning them into top producers. Some of the very best agents in the market were brand new, no license history, no book of business, nothing when they walked in my door. And they were taking listings within weeks. So I know exactly how a new agent gets going because I've done it with real people over and over again. And here's the truth almost nobody will tell you. Being new is not your weakness. It's actually the single biggest advantage you have if you use it right. The established agents you're so intimidated by are comfortable. They're slow to call back. They've gotten a little lazy. They're coasting on business that came in years ago. You have none of that. You're hungry. You'll outwork them and you'll outcare them, and you have zero bad habits to unlearn. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to do now, this week, to start landing listings, even with no money, no network, and no experience. And I'll even show you where to find your first sellers today without spending a dollar. It's going to be simpler and more direct than you expected, because the direct stuff is exactly what the comfortable agents won't do. And real quick, if you want the actual scripts and the coaching to do this the right way from day one, that's exactly what we do inside my Agent Success Academy. You get the dialogues, the systems, and a room full of agents figuring it out together. The link is in the description. All right, let's start with the mindset that changes everything. The first thing you have to do is stop trying to look like a seasoned agent, because that's a game you can't win, and it's not even the game that matters. New agents waste months trying to seem polished and established. They obsess over their logo, their headshots, their business cards, their little branded social posts, all so a seller won't figure out they're new. And while they're busy dressing up, they're not talking to a single human being who could actually list the home with them. Here's what I've learned in all my years of developing new agents. Sellers do not hire the most experienced agent. They hire the agent they believe wants it the most and will work the hardest for them. And that is a fight a hungry new agent wins against a comfortable veteran every single day of the week. Think about what you actually have going for you right now. You have time because you don't have a full pipeline eating your day. You have energy because you're not burned out yet. You have hunger because you need this to work. And you have no ego and no bad habits getting in your way. The veteran across town has none of that. So we're not going to try to out-experience anyone. We're going to do the direct, hungry work the comfortable agents are too lazy to do. And it all starts with pointing that energy at the right target. As a new agent, you are going after listings, and specifically listings from people who already have a reason to sell, not buyers and not your sphere. Let me tell you why that combination is the whole game for you right now. First, listings over buyers. I know everyone tells new agents to start with buyers to get their feet wet, and that advice will keep you exhausted with nothing to show for it. Buyers eat your nights and weekends, and they give you almost no control. You'll drive strangers around for weeks. Half of them aren't ready, and any one of them can go buy from someone else the second it's convenient to them. You do all the work with no control over whether you ever get paid. Listings are the opposite. When you hold the listing, you control the thing every buyer wants. Other agents bring their buyers to you. Your yard sign works for you around the clock. Every listing you take puts your name and number in that front yard, in front of everyone who drives past. People see it, call the number, and become leads. One listing turns into sign calls and neighbor referrals. So point your energy at listings from day one, because listings give you control, and control is the one thing you don't have when you're new. Second, go after the sellers who already have to move. You don't have a database feeding you referrals yet. So you're not going to sit and wait for business to find you. You're going straight to people who already need what you do and don't have an agent locked in. People whose listing expired and didn't sell. People trying to sell it themselves and getting nowhere. And here's why this is perfect for a new agent specifically. When somebody already has to sell, they're not shopping for the fanciest resume. They just want someone who'll get it done. Your inexperience barely comes up. That's the fastest path to a first listing there is. And it doesn't require $1 of ad money or a single past client. Now let me get completely practical because I don't want you closing this video inspired but not knowing what to physically do tomorrow morning. Here's your first move this week, and it costs you nothing. You're going to build a short list of motivated sellers by hand for free. Homeowners selling on their own are the easiest place to start because they're advertising themselves in public. Go to Zillow and filter out all the homes that are listed by owner. Go on Facebook Marketplace and search homes for sale in your area. Look on Craigslist. These are people actively trying to sell on their own with their contact information right there. And you don't need a single paid tool to find them. Write down 10 of them. That's it. That's your list. Then you reach out and you lead with curiosity, not a pitch. You're not calling to say, hire me. You're calling to understand their situation. You can say something as simple as, hi, I saw your home listed for sale by owner. I'm not calling to list it. I'm just curious. How's the process been going so far? Are you getting the showings you hoped for? That one question gets a real conversation started because most of these sellers are frustrated and nobody's actually listening to them. You listen. You learn why they're selling and what's not working. And when the moment's right, you say, would it be helpful if I came by and gave you a few honest ideas? No pressure. Either way, you'll walk away knowing more than you do now. That is your entire first week. 10 owners selling on their own that you found for free, and 10 curious human conversations. You don't need experience, money, or a network to do a single part of what I just shared. You just need to be willing to start the conversations. Most agents are too timid to start. And if you want to be walked through these exact conversations step by step with people holding you accountable so you actually make the calls instead of just watching another video, that's what my Agent Success Academy is built for. There's a link in the description. Now here's how you actually win the listing once you're in front of the seller. Let's say you did the work and now you've got a listing appointment. This is the moment new agents panic because they think, what do I do now? I don't have experience. The seller's going to see right through me. I want to take that fear away because you're about to win this on something you already have plenty of. You can't out-experience a 20-year veteran, and you don't need to. What you can do is out-care them. Most sellers have a horror story about an agent who took their listing, put a sign in the yard, and then vanished. They complain about it all the time. Agents who don't call back, who don't communicate, who leave them in the dark. This is your opening. You get to be the agent who's impossible to ignore, who answers every call, who over-communicates, who's clearly obsessed with getting this done for them. A hungry new agent delivers that better than almost any busy veteran alive because you actually have the time and the drive to do it. So in that appointment, be honest and be all in. You can say something like, I'm going to be straight with you. You will not find an agent who works harder for you or communicates with you more than I will. This matters more to me than it does to agents who are just adding one more listing to a pile. And when they ask a question you don't know the answer to, don't bluff. Just say, that's a great question and I'm going to get you the exact answer later on today. Not next week, today. That honesty plus that hustle beats a smooth veteran who's clearly coasting because the seller isn't hiring a resume. They're hiring the person they believe will fight for them the hardest. Now here's the last thing, and it decides whether any of this actually works for you. So I need you to really hear it. The work you do in your first weeks as a new agent does not pay you in your first weeks. It pays you later. And that gap is where almost every new agent quits. Here's what happens to nearly all of them. They come in fired up. They do the direct work for a few weeks and nothing happens. No closings, no commission, no payoff. And right around that 2 or 3 month mark, they decide it doesn't work and that they're not cut out for it. And they walk away. But the conversations they started in those first weeks were about to come back as appointments and listings. They were right around the corner. They quit weeks before the seeds they'd already planted were about to sprout. So this is your real test. And it isn't talent. It's whether you can keep doing the direct work through the stretch where it feels like nothing's happening. Don't measure yourself by your closings in the first few months because They're delayed on purpose. Measure yourself by whether you did the work that day. If you found your sellers and had those conversations, that day was a win, no matter what your bank account says. Because most new agents will not make it through that quiet stretch. They'll quit and hand you their spot. And if you're still standing at day 90, doing the direct work while everyone else gave up, you won't just have listings. You'll have a real business built on the exact thing your newness gave you the hunger to do. So that's how you get your first list as a new agent. But getting a seller on the phone is only half the battle, because that conversation means nothing if you can't turn it into an actual sit-down listing appointment. And that's exactly what I break down in this video right here, where I give you the best listing appointment setting script for 2026. So the second one of those sellers shows interest, you know exactly what to say to get in their living room. That's the next one to watch. So I'll see you there.